Hello, welcome to a new video. I'm going to remove the specs. Today we are doing my personal Funko retailer tier list. So we have, I use the mouse, we have S tier, that is the ultimate, my personal ultimate Funko retailer. We have the A tier, they're good, very good Funko retailer. We have the B tier, you know, they're pretty good. I did try to edit these tiers but it didn't work. We have the C tier, which is basically just going to be average. Like, yeah, they're good, they're alright. And then we have the F tier. They are the worst. Abysmal. Any other words you can think of? That's them. So, I have a few retailers. Most of them I've used. Some of them were, I chucked out a thing on my Instagram to say, you know, give me your Funko retailers, UK retailers, mainly. And yeah, this is what we've got. So if I haven't used them, they'll probably end up in like C or B. If I have personal experience, they could be at S, they could be at F. So let's get on with it. Right, first, let's start with Primark. Now Primark seem to be getting some exclusives. Nothing that has been of any interest to me. I have seen them in the shop before when I've been forced to go with Ali. And they don't look very well looked after. I imagine like the bigger stores like at Westerfield, and I think there's a massive one in Birmingham, they're a bit more looked after, but locally I don't think the pops are they're not bothered about them. So Primark ends up in C tier. I personally haven't bought from them before. Okay, next up, Amazon. Good old Amazon. Normally I'd probably say they're bad, but recently I got the 2 Winter Soldier pops, Year of the Shields. I've had all the original Avengers Assemble, like the 6 collection from Amazon. No problems whatsoever. Not S, customer service wise, you know, but Amazon are going in the A tier. Okay. Oh, we have 2 Amazons. Let's get rid of that one. That logo doesn't look as good. Let's go for that. Yeah, we're not going to be able to remove it. Okay, Geek Central. Now, Geek Central, I've really only bought mystery boxes from. Customer service wise, never had. Oh no, I did buy a collector quartz box. So, and yeah, service wise, it was really good. It's a bit more expensive than everyone else. But yeah, he was the one that gave me a shout. It was quite last minute, so I was quite lucky to get it at the time. So yeah, we'll put them in A. Pop culture. Now, Pop culture, when I first started buying from them, when I found out about them, they were awesome. You know, like I was getting all these pops from Australia for like cheap price. You know, their shipping wasn't too bad, you know, price wise. Then all of a sudden, I ordered, throwback to one of the Comic Cons, I got like, you know, the Bakugo pops, My Hero Academia ones. I had a load of pops in one box. It arrived soaking wet. All the boxes were damaged. Recently we've had all the melted inserts. Everyone will know about that. So unfortunately for pop culture, yes, they do sometimes do refunds, sometimes they don't. They are going to end up in, don't think I can put them in F. So they're going to be in C for just on par average. But yeah, I'm not a big fan. Up next, Disney Store. Now the Disney Store, I've really only used online to actually buy pops. I've been in the Disney Store but never really bought any pops. So yeah, Disney Store, I haven't had any bad experiences. I haven't had like super good ones. I think we'll stick them in B, because the pops I have ordered from there have always arrived in I like the packaging. I like the Disney, like inside the box it's got all the Disney characters and stuff. You could colour it in. EMP. Now EMP, the drops are always a bit weird. Like, yes, they have been botted before, but not all the time. The recent drop, the Captain America like die-cast one, that kind of annoyed me a bit. It was like $23.99, which feels like an absolute bargain, because I have a feeling when it comes to, well, which will be after this video, when it comes to the Funko Europe drop, it's going to be like 50 quid. Their prices on con pops are always a lot higher. You know, like ranging from $18.99 to $23.99. I feel like they made a mistake on the price for the die-cast Captain America one. and just rode with it. For me, they're pretty good. You know, they don't usually arrive damaged. I've never had a problem with that. So I will put them, I know people won't agree with this, in B, as pretty good. The Entertainer. Now, The Entertainer I am not a fan of. Delivery prices are quite high. Going into the stores, they're okay. I've been in, but I still don't think they never have anything that good. I recently bought that Turbo Man from them, and it arrived damaged, and they didn't do anything. They said it is a toy. It's not a collector's item, so they'd only give me like a 10% refund, and they didn't have any more in stock. And I just think that Turbo Man for a start is not I can't see many kids going, "Oh mum, please can I have that?" You know, it is going to be mainly for collectors, and I just love that movie. It's one of my favourite Christmas movies. But yeah, going back to Pops, The Entertainer, they're a C, C at best. They're just average, not a very good shop to be honest. Funko Europe. Now we've not the best logo to show you guys. Funko Europe, I do like them. I like the drops and that on Fridays. I like the ease on their website. I do find them a bit more expensive than most others. I think they're really only good for like the Funko exclusive drops. I'm not really bothered about anything else that they have. Price wise either, it's always going to be like £4 delivery at least, unless you spend over, is it £30 or £40? So yeah, Funko Europe for me, they're going in the B. Nothing special. Game. Now, Game, I bought a lot of Pops from them when I first started collecting. I think I bought like the whole It collection from them pretty much, and then sold it. But yeah, for me, Game, I feel like they're always damaged in store. Yes, they've had some cool exclusives. Yes, they've had some cool exclusives, but I wouldn't trust their delivery service. I don't think I've bought anything online with them. It always seems a lot more expensive as well, unless there's a crazy deal going on. But yeah, Game for me are a C at best. I swear when you go in there, they're all damaged. Geek Garage. Now, Geek Garage is run by a guy called Paul. The website I think is really good. It's got a lot better. He's really good with the community. He's always uploading stuff on his Instagram and that. You always know what's going on. He's been, I think, doing like car boot sales with his stuff as well. Never had a problem with them. Packaging has always been pristine. Again, I got my Cobra Kai Pops from him. He's always got sodas in. He's always telling you what he's got and what he's got coming. I really like Geek Garage, and they could be our first S tier retailer. Yeah. S tier. Customer service, brilliant. He's very with the community, and I really like that. So that's our first S tier retailer. My personal S tier. Glass Shelf Collectibles. Now, bought some mystery boxes in the past. Obviously, I didn't realise the logos were going to be compressed. Bought stuff from them in the past. Never had a problem. I think I've got the What If Collector Corps box with them. Pre-ordered. Not much to say. They're really good. Like packaging wise and everything's fine. Customer service I haven't really had many dealings with, so we'll put them in the A tier. Never any problems. HMV, so another big UK store. For me, I did get my Fat Gum Pop from them, and it arrived fine. Luckily, there was no packaging or anything protective, but it arrived fine. Going in there, all the Pops are usually terrible in there. I know I did actually get the Miles Morales Gamerverse chase from there. A friend got it for me. But when I've been in there, there's never anything. And then it's just the usual rubbish that's there. So for me, HMV, even though I got the chase and I got a Fat Gum in good condition, to me it's not somewhere I'd go to look for them really. I wouldn't be bothered. So yeah, they're an average. Now, Zinger Entertainment. I haven't actually bought from them yet. I have all the new My Hero Academia Pops from them pre-ordered, using Wayne's code. So thank you, Wayne. The Poptart also has a code as well. I'm not sure who else does, but you think that 10% off every time. I did have something pre-ordered way before, and I had to cancel. I just didn't want the stuff anymore. And their customer service-wise, they were brilliant. You know, there was no problems. They were like, yeah, it's fine. So for me, I haven't actually got anything yet from them, packaging-wise. So I'm not sure. I am going to put them. We'll put them in the B for now. But obviously, they could be an A very soon when my stuff arrives. Double box toys. Now, double box toys. I first started when I started collecting. I thought, you know, these guys are good. They're alright. You know, the stuff arrives in really good condition, and the packaging's really good. And I got all 3 Marvel like gamer chasers: the Groot, Deadpool, and Miles Morales, like for 27 quid each, which was a bargain. It still is. But recently, well, from I'd say this year, I've had pre-orders with them that they just never arrive. I had 3 of the Achaco like Funimation ones pre-ordered, never arrived, never bothered to tell me, just cancelled the order. I had a load of other pre-orders. They just like some from the Office Pops that I could only find from them, you know, without like buying on eBay and stuff. And they just cancelled them, never told me. I had to keep chasing them. Even then, when I did chase them, they were like, "Yeah, it's fine. They're on their way. Don't worry." They never arrived, and then it was just cancelled on my order form. So for me, double box toys are like the worst. I've had mystery boxes from them, and I got the exact same thing in 2 £40 mystery boxes. At the time in the video, I was being all like, "Oh, this is what happens," but no, they're terrible. Customer service wise, they do get back to you, which is actually decent. But I think they not threatened, but when I cancelled like a load of orders with them because I just had enough. They told me that normally they charge an admin fee for this. They can stick that admin fee right where the sun don't shine. So yeah, I only used it. I think I have a pre-order with them that I really didn't want to do, but it's just more of a security thing. I have a feeling it'll probably just get cancelled. So yeah, they're F tier for me. They're the worst. Aussie Collectibles. Aussie Collectibles are like another company from Australia. I use them a lot for the like Comic Con drops and stuff like that, because I always sit in that pop culture queue for so long. So yeah, Aussie Collectibles for me personally, I've had no problems. Everything's arrived fine in pop protectors and like well protected. So for me, Aussie Collectibles are at A class. They're really good. I know that some people have had some dealings with them where the refund wise hasn't been good either, but for me, I've never had a problem with them. Pop in a box. I honestly can't remember the last pop I had from them. It's been that long since I've got something from Pop in a Box. You just never know what you're going to get with them. They're a bit like pop culture. Is it going to arrive damaged? Is it going to arrive with some bubble wrap on it, some air pockets, or are they just going to chuck them all in? I did one of their mystery boxes one time, not like the subscription box, and that all arrived damaged. Obviously, refund wise and like replacement wise, they're good, but just get it right in the first place. How much money they must be like pissing away by sending all this damaged stuff out and then refunding it and that. I don't know. I think they're good for when you're first starting to collect, but when you want to actually take care of stuff and get like the stuff that's worth a lot more, they're not that good. For me, they're in C. They're nowhere near as bad as double box toys. So yeah, sorry about this. This is Pop in a Box. They're not an F tier. They're just average, like for getting an average collection together. Pop figures. Now I know a lot of people like pop figures, and I personally don't really have a problem with them. I'm not a fan of their mystery boxes. I have bought them in the past, just for videos, for content. Never expected to get anything good, and never have. I haven't recently liked they're becoming very waffly in a sense of like their console one. Don't get me wrong, it's really good. Like I think it was £10-15 a pop, and the highest thing you can win was like a PS5 and an Xbox Series X. But then everything else is like this one, like this. I don't know what it is for sure. So it's like a Fortnite pop that no one's gonna want, and obviously to get rid of dead stock, which is fair enough. So you know what you're in for. But I just didn't like that. It felt like a waffle, which I guess it is really. I had a lot of pre-orders with them, like the whole LeBron James Space Jam collection, and a few other bits and pieces, and they just never arrived. And the pre-order went on and on, and there was no like update. Which, for me, like customer service wise, they should be like, oh, you were supposed to have this by this certain time. Oh, it hasn't arrived yet, but blah blah blah. and I was always chasing them, and then eventually I was kind of like, oh, do I? By that time, I'd even changed the fact that I actually wanted them, and I was like, oh, I'll cancel them all. So they were good in the sense of they refunded everything. You know, they asked like obviously my reasons why. So customer service wise, they're good. Packaging wise, I know they're good. And I just don't really like the mystery boxes that much. So for me, they're definitely not an F, definitely not a C. I'll put them in B. I think like a lot of their stuff is good. I do find that their prices are getting a bit higher, especially like on the American sticker stuff. It seems a bit over, but you know, if you want to get it, they're hard to get. So yeah, and they've now introduced a new pre-order way, so you're only paying £1. So yeah, I think they're still decent. ppjo. Obviously, I have nothing bad to say about ppjo. I have bought from them before. I've also bought from them and sent to another address just to test, because when I signed up with them and started promoting them, I wanted to make sure what I was promoting was good, and for me, they are actually brilliant. Packaging wise, great. I've got a box coming today with another giveaway, and obviously I do get free pops from them now, and then I also make sure I always get stuff to be able to give away to people, but let's scratch that. Yeah, obviously with ppjo, I now do get like a monthly delivery from them, but I always make sure that I can get some stuff to be able to give away. Packaging wise, it's always good. I know other people have asked. I do have a code, A.Boom, for 15% off. They've obviously got Funko Pops and protectors. Their 0.5 4-inch protector are by far the best. And I always like to get them. They're the UV protection ones as well. And customer service wise, obviously it's been good. So S tier, they've got to be. I think they're very overlooked. I think people need to, like, they're getting a lot of good stuff coming in now, especially like as soon as they start getting the actual Funko Pops, like, and doing these like 50% sales and everything. Like, I know a lot of people grabbed the was it the Rock and Stone Cold with the wrestling ring, and it was like £15. So yeah, keep an eye on them. They're really good. Smith Toys. Now Smith Toys, I like going there and seeing like the big wall of pops. But I also went there the other week, which I put on my Instagram, and people had opened the sodas and checked what they were like, looking for a chase of. I think it was Harley Quinn. So they were like ripping them open, ripping the plastic off. If it's not a chase, I'll shove it back in. Oh no, checking the pog. Sorry, checking the pog. If it's not a chase, chucking it back in. It's like they've got to do something to stop that. I think they have done in other stores. They've started putting them behind glass, but are people really that low that obviously it's not the store's fault, but you've got to do something to reinforce that. Otherwise, Smith Toys I think are really good for like going in and having a look, actually getting to see some pops maybe you wouldn't normally get. Exclusive wise, I don't think they tend to get many crazy exclusives. Delivery wise, they're okay. They would be a high B for me. I think like the in-store thing with the sodas really like took them away from an A tier. But yeah, let me know if you agree. Now Zavvi, they are basically the same company as Pop in a Box. Pop wise, they're okay. There's not much to say about them. They're the same as Pop in a Box really, so they'll go straight to C. Tesco's, the big S for Tesco's. Now Tesco's have been really good recently. I think like just getting cool exclusives in. The only problem is I think there is a list sometimes where you can find out where the stuff is, like certain exclusives, if they've come to your store or not. But I do hate the fact that I'll go there because it's a bit of a drive for me. It's like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, and then nothing's there, and it's like, okay, got to go back now and hope that maybe a friend can grab me one from their Tesco's. The stuff is usually in pretty good condition on the shelves. Obviously, you can't really order online with them. And for me, they're just like I'll give them a B. You know, it's Tesco's. They get some cool exclusives. Now, Very. Never bought anything from Very, so can't really say anything much about them. Yeah, let me know what you guys think if you've ever bought from Very. I can't say they're a company I'd go for pops. I know they've had... Did they get the Mr. Burns Halloween exclusive? But obviously there's a lot of like... They're just like a credit company, aren't they, really? So I'm going to put them in C, but I'd probably want to put them in F. I have a feeling they won't really care for stuff. Now, blind boxes. Blind boxes, I think, are the peak of Funko retail. Customer service, packaging, Pops. And they also do, I don't know if they still do it now, I haven't bought from them in a little while. They used to do like a pop hunt service, so they'd find you the pop that you'd want. I know I got the Chase Jim Halpert from them. I've got a lot of pops from them. I've got from them. I even got the recent Dwight Schrute Chalice Collectibles. They get a lot of US exclusives. They're very down to earth. They're very like, oh, we can get you this, we can get you that. They'll tell you the price before. Just overall, like a great experience. Definitely one of the best Funko retailers there are. So it's an obvious S. So yeah, that's it, guys. Just to clear it up, we've got in F tier double box toys, in C tier Primark, Pop Culture, Entertainer, Game, HMV, Pop in a Box, Zavvi, and Very. B tier Disney Store, EMP, Funko Europe, Zinger, Pop Figures, Smith Toys, and Tesco's. A tier Amazon, Central, Geek Central. The logo doesn't come up. Glass Shelf Collectibles, Aussie Collectibles, and in S tier we have Geek Garage, ppjo, and Blind Boxes. There's bound to be some retailers I've missed. Let me know in the comments below. Let me know if you agree with my list below. I imagine there won't be some people that agree with this. And yeah, let me know if you like this kind of thing. I watch a lot of other YouTube channels that do like tier lists on stuff, and thought it would be cool to do it with, especially with Funko, like places for buying Funko Pops. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video. Like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.